Walking around like this. No, please don't. Yes. No one told me sex was amazing while you were pregnant. Am I the only one that thought that? Like, no one told me that.
So you're not the only one that thinks that. I've heard that tons. But for me, it's like I wanted it all the time, but I struggled with
Really?
the enjoyment part, I guess, for lack of
Yeah. All I thought to myself was, hold up, nobody told me this. I don't know if it's because the body is overly stimulated, I think, maybe, because your body's engorged or whatever it was. All I thought was, God probably gave us this so we could get through pregnancy. That's
A little bit of entertainment.
Yeah. Am I the only one that thought that?
I would say that it was definitely amazing until you get to a certain point and you feel like you're going to hurt the baby. And even though we might not feel it, our husbands do. My husband did definitely. He was just nervous about, I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt the baby. And so that kind of hindered things a little bit.
Okay. So that was my first one. Who wants to throw out anything someone did not tell you that would happen to your body, or things you realized that happened to your body while you were pregnant that you wish you knew?
I got swollen everywhere. The night before I went into labor, I got the most swollen, and I was like, I wonder. So then I started preparing just a little bit more. I was 38 weeks pregnant. And so I started preparing just a little bit more. I was like, I would pack my bag finally. Get a couple of things going, because I think she's coming soon.
Okay.
You were smart. I had gotten swollen my first pregnancy just like that the night before. And I was looking at my feet like, wow, these are like practically overflowing from my shoes. And I didn't prepare because I wasn't sure what that meant.
I didn't know going in is that your water doesn't always break.
Yeah.
You see the nurses. That's really the person
That's
you
it.
have the
That's
whole thing
absolutely
with.
right. Yes.
All of a sudden you're ready, and then the doctor comes
Yes.
in. He's like, feet in, boom, boom. And
Right.
you're like, okay. And it's just, nothing prepares you for that. And like the whole pushing, where to push from, you're not pushing right.
Right.
It's just
Right.
a whole different weird thing. Okay, so was I the only one that thought the pushing was
true.
strange?
No, that's true. You're absolutely right on that.
I was
Yes.
so paranoid about pooping.
Did you?
I was so paranoid.
That
I
never
didn't.
happened.
I didn't.
Right.
I was so paranoid. And it's funny.
Well, what if we poop? There's nothing wrong with pooping.
There's
some
totally
women
nothing
do
wrong with
poop.
it.
Okay.
Some women do
It's-
poop.
and you
They
can't really
prepare
control
for
it
you.
at all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it feels like you do have to.
When I got the epidural, okay, so that part threw me. Everyone has to leave the room. And so
Right.
I realized at that moment, I was like, okay, I guess because if the epidural goes wrong, you could have spinal issues. You
can.
could not walk again. Those are very small incidents where they
risks.
happen.
Yeah.
So and then they sit there and they're going through everything with you, and they're really looking at you. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a big deal. So let me focus. Because by that time you're starting to contract. And I'm like, okay, all right. And so I'm like, all right, what do I
We
do?
do this in between contractions.
Right?
You got 5 minutes.
So I sit there, I give it to him, and then all of a sudden they're like, push. So all of a sudden, baby comes out. I don't feel a thing because of the epidural.
Right.
So I wish if I had to do over again, I would have tried to not have the epidural.
I tried not to have the epidural. Out of the 6, I've had 2.
Really?
And that was because it was just so painful.
Never experienced that.
You haven't done an epidural?
No.
Okay, go ahead, Mama. What you doing? You're just all natural.
All natural.
Anything else anyone wants to share about the during childbirth part?
That you have to give birth to your placenta.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Nobody told me that.
Yeah, I didn't know
Did you guys
that.
have to push?
Yes.
For your placenta?
Yes.
I didn't.
I
They
didn't have
pushed
to
my
push.
stomach and that.
Yeah, he pushed
Yeah,
on my stomach.
I felt the pressure.
And then all of a sudden
somewhat
I felt
easier.
like a little
Tug.
pull and a floop, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's oh,
But then-
okay.
Nobody also tells you how relieving that is after.
Right.
When you deliver
Feel-
the baby, you still feel full.
Something's right.
And then once you deliver the placenta, you go, oh, there's so
Right.
much room down
Oh, see,
there
I didn't feel that.
You're
I
like
just
an
felt like I
empty-
was done. I thought I was done.
After the baby.
Yeah.
Right.
And then somebody was like, you got to push again. I'm like, hold up.
Right,
else
right,
did I do?
right. I forgot
They were
almost
twins?
about that. And the last time was difficult because the placenta wasn't wanting to come out. And so they were almost like digging, trying to get it, pull it. Yeah, they had to end up giving me morphine. That's
To go
how,
in and get the placenta?
Yes, yes, that's how painful it was.
Hollywood does a huge disservice to mothers because you think you're supposed to have this wonderful bonding and you're all alert and you look amazing and you're glowing and you got on lipstick and everybody looks amazing, and the fact of the matter is you look horrible.
You're sweaty,
tired.
your
You're
hair's
sweaty.
everywhere.
Yeah, you don't feel like you, and you're like, what is this? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's just a weird thing.
And then you're still not done because you have the
And you want to feel this immediate maternal, I know what to do, and this is my baby. But it's weird because people are looking at you and the lights are blaring and you get all these sounds. It's just.
I mean, I tuned everybody out. To be honest with you, I looked at that baby. I was just like, oh, so worth it. I was just like, oh my! I just thought y'all can leave now. I'm good with my baby, and it's just me and her, and I'll. Okay, you can hold her. That type of giving her to him, and then you kind of want her back because you want to nurse immediately. So it was
that
just
is exactly why I like the home birth.
Yes.
Because I got that experience.
Yes.
It was just me
So
and
tell
my
us the
baby.
difference, because I would imagine from bright lights to noise to completely quiet and zen. Did you play like some meditation music?
I played music I wanted. I had the lights the way I needed it, candles wherever I wanted it. Whatever I needed at that moment, it was my space, and they were coming into my space to just help me deliver. But then once that was done, I was left to my own with my daughter and my husband, and it was just our little family moment.